Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Flocko 2 Raw here, and I am here today because it was brought to my attention that there was a Streamer Awards recently, and I am here to see what the hype was about. So I seen that there was a lot of drama somewhere, right? So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's see what the hype's about. Let's go. All right, man. Let's see what's popping, man.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say.
Congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Shout out Cutie for hosting the event. India.
Okay, what the hell? It already started off on a weird foot. So I know about DDG. I knew about DDG before he became like hella famous. Back when he used to, I think he used to beef with Illuminati. But yeah, I knew of him for quite some time. What's the other one? Rakai. I just found out about Rakai probably like 3 weeks ago. I won't even lie to you. Probably found out about 3 weeks ago, and he's young, very I'm gonna say loud and obnoxious. There's no knock to him because that's his stick, and the kids like that. You know what I mean? Kids like the loud and screaming and stuff. But I've seen a couple of clips from him recently, and I'm really not too impressed with what he has going on. But on the other hand, the next one was the chick was talking about Kai and the P Diddy comparison. To be honest, that is a wild comparison to be compared to that man currently. Unfortunately, I hate that she did it. I don't know if it'll hurt her career. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know too much about the streaming and how this will affect them, but I heard that Kai is a big deal, you know?
Love for ruining the event.
The Streamer Awards just happened, and of course people couldn't let the event go off perfectly. Some people had to try and gain some spotlight or gain some attention and ruin it in ways that I cannot describe. All the way from India Love going up on stage for no real reason and disrupting Valkyrie from talking, to Fan making some jokes at people very uncomfortable, probably even Kai that, because she compared him to the likes of Diddy. But I want to go over some of the weird and crazy things that happened during the Streamer Awards. But in order to do that, you know, we have to start from the very beginning with who even are these people, what is this event, and how do we get here in the first place?
Hassan is here. Is that a vibration remote in your pocket, or are you just excited to be here?
I'll put it on you later.
Hey, some people can dish it but can't take it. I actually found out about his situation probably like a few weeks ago too. Something dealing with him and his dog shot collar or whatever. Sometimes I gotta watch my mouth. I'm not against it, but at the same time, it has to be done appropriately. And in this scenario right here, when he's talking to her, that was a clever comeback.
Going forward in this video, most of the people I am about to mention are streamers or content creators of the sort, just so I don't have to keep on repeating it. But this is the Streamer Awards, an award show held by QC Cinderella, a very popular streamer where she gets together and has awards that she hands out to a lot of the streaming community for the accomplishments that they made throughout the year. And she has awards spanning from Best Battle Royale Streamer, Best Duo Streamer to Streamer of the Year, and people all across Twitch come to celebrate. And unfortunately for her, most of these events don't go off perfectly, and we have people trying their hardest to ruin it or just take the spotlight away from people who actually deserve it. We have that moment perfectly illustrated by the India Love situation that happened during the Streamer Awards.
DDG, Vanilla Mace, Gwendolyn Ortiz.
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt.
Best breakout streamer. This means so much to me, and I'm so grateful, man. Thank you guys. You guys have no idea how much you have changed my life, man.
That was the Breakout Streamer Award, an award given to somebody who has gone to new heights in streaming this year, and it wasn't as popular maybe the year before that, or just really wasn't streaming. And you saw the person that won happened to.
So I will say this about that scenario. Yes, it's dealing with streaming, but DDG was like he was making YouTubes currently, well beforehand. Then he went to rapping and went back to streaming or YouTube or streaming. And is it I don't know if that'll still be considered breakout if he's already been a big time.
To be phase adapt. Congrats to Adapt, by the way. Twitch. I doubt he's watching this video, but still congrats to him. While obviously losing isn't the best feeling in the entire world, you saw that the other contestants like Wendy Ortiz, Vanilla Maze, DDG, and Rakai didn't make that big of a fuss or didn't really end up doing anything. But apparently someone that was really upset that Adapt won was India Love. And she decided to show everyone just how mad she was by storming the stage unannounced.
And what's crazy about India Love, like no knock to her, I haven't heard her name since she was a model. I think she was a model a couple of years back. It was her and her sisters. I think whenever Instagram like was popping. No, not popping, but when Instagram was like coming up and getting real, getting ramped up, they were like the pioneers for like what Instagram baddies were supposed to be. That's what I'm gonna take from it. But yeah, no. I and like for me, I never knew how she really acted. Or I didn't know she was ghetto, she was proper. I didn't know. But yeah, I think they had a TV series too.
Unprovoked and for no real reason to give her 2 cents to everybody that no one really asked for.
The Sapphire Award, our 2023 winner, Valkyrie.
Man, my girl right here, unfortunately, she can't walk in heels. I can't either. I ain't gonna say no. I can't walk in heels. I wouldn't even try that.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt.
But it's crazy because she don't even. So from back then, she don't even look the same that she did then. Like, I know it's a lot of makeup. I know she got her lip done. But currently right here, she looks like one of the rappers. I don't know if it's Sweetie or I don't know. Everybody started looking the same.
And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Several issues here. One, India Love is not Kanye West. And before she even went and stormed that stage, she was actually interrupting an entire award show. No one invited her. QT didn't have this as a secret surprise. There was no reason for her to be going up there. She did that of her own volition, making a complete fool and idiot of herself, and probably making the people that she's so-called trying to defend, being Rakai and DDG, upset in the process, because no one wants to be seen as a laughing stock or as someone who's associated with a person that's going to interrupt an award show purely because the people that they liked didn't win. That doesn't make anybody in this situation look good. Yes, again, it's unfortunate to not win the award, but it's way worse to have another person who represents you go up there and try to have a Will Smith moment, all because an award wasn't given to them or given to the person they like. That's why she got booed off stage. She is not some diva or some queen that everybody was cheering for.
But what's crazy is I think when she went to, I think they did Streamer University, and she was there Streamer University. Like I said, I don't watch streamers that much because they don't really appeal to me. I just know a couple here and there from clips, but I think Streamer University was the most recent time that I heard of her name. So for her to pull that throughout, pull that stick with these people. They probably don't even see her as a streamer. I hate to say it, but they probably don't see her as a peer because some of these people have been doing it for a while. And if not, some of these people are probably doing hella numbers.
Happy to have this happen. She's just the bumbling idiot that everyone gets to point and laugh at now. And of course, we get more insight on why this happened in the first place because there was actually someone that encouraged her to do this and talked about the aftermath when she actually came back to her seat.
India at the table, just me and India. She's like, I feel bad for Ricardo. I feel like I gotta say something. You're not crazy. She's like, what? You know about me? She's like, I might need another drink though. Like, your drink right there. So that happens. She goes to walk up. I'm like, oh, she's dead. chilling. Gang, you would have thought she caught a body. Like 8-10 guards pull up. 8-10 guards pull up to the spot. Say you have to go. Like, okay.
This is Flyboy Max's cousin,
Oh,
someone who was
okay.
also at the Streamer Awards, and as you heard, was
about
sitting next to
Flyboy.
India Love, and basically encouraged her to go up there, not thinking that she would actually do it. Why you would encourage that act, I don't know. Why she actually did it, I don't know. But after doing so, as he said, she was escorted out by several guards, probably because she—
Dang, that's crazy I don't know if she was invited, or you have to be invited, or you just buy tickets to this stuff, but to be escorted out because of not being able to control impulses. I know it was probably with good intentions. Hear me out. It's probably with good intentions, but they didn't see it that way. And hopefully this is a lesson.
She just stormed the stage for no real reason, thinking that she was about to get a moment, but she had a bunch of people laughing at her because she's being a complete idiot and a nuisance. I don't know why we can't act like we have some actual sense while at an award show. Regardless if it's the Streamer Awards, the Soccer Awards, or just the awards to win a plastic water bottle, you can understand that people have regulations and things that they want to happen a certain way, and you disrupting all of that is going to get you kicked out of the event. But obviously, India Love herself didn't see anything wrong with what she did, because when she went on her own stream, she talked about it as if she just had her own Kanye moment, and that she should basically be praised for what she had done.
That was so blood. That was blood.
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked up with the bloody.
You know, what needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen.
And it's kind of weird because I don't even know these people she's sitting by, but she's sitting by some rant. I don't even know if they even know each other, right? Because I know it is a big deal, but she ain't even sitting by the people that she was trying to, rep out, be clicked out with.
Regardless, I was gonna make it happen. You know what's crazy though, Daz? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, I need to feel this.
See?
Like, I don't give a like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that.
Now, I know I said it basically,
But like, yeah, I feel like, I feel that she didn't like it. Like, I'm not gonna crucify her for it. But for me, it's like, just give him words of encouragement. Like, give Rakai words of encouragement. Be like, hey, say, my boy, hey, we're gonna have a better year next year. Like, these awards don't mean nothing. A lot of people went through things and they didn't get an award for it, but they still dogs. They still beasts. They still champions. They still in everybody's mouth. So you ain't gotta get recognized from a streamer awards. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel for it. Because everybody talk about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was cut from his team, whatever. Still went on to be one of the best basketball players of all time. So, like, you don't have to get an award from that. You know what I mean?
after every clip, but I think it really needs to be emphasized. She is not Kanye West. This is not the Oscars. This is an award show. Now, obviously, Rakai being one of the youngest people to be nominated for this award show, he is 17 compared to all of these 20-plus-year-olds who are over here also winning it. It's gonna hit him a lot harder because he's younger doing all this, but the course of action to correct his behavior or to make him feel better isn't to go up on stage when you are not invited and tell everybody that Rakai should have actually won and that DDG got snubbed for the award, when Adapt put in just as much work as all of them. By doing this, I feel like you're trying to discredit him and all the work that he's put in, and genuinely it makes you seem like a complete idiot, and it's not gonna have anybody on your side. Even the people that you're trying to defend, like Rakai and DDG, are not over here championing you for actually doing this. They're getting on their streams and questioning why you did all of this, specifically DDG, because when he talked about it afterwards, he was literally saying, yeah, I had to check up on India.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. You feel me? It's the point of a community is being together.
Even DDG is...
Look at that, though. But at the same time, that lets you know the type of spotlight that DDG has been in and for him to, I'm gonna say he's an OG in the game, right? Not just in, like I said, not in the streaming side, but as far as doing YouTube and rapping, right? He's already been in the spotlight for quite some time when he was young, and so he handles it. He handles everything very business-like, business-oriented, right? And he also handles it very maturely. So that way, if somebody does look back on a video, they won't slander his name because of what's said. So he moves like he's supposed to move.
Is having a better reaction to losing his award that he was nominated for, not her at the end of the day, than she is. And at the end of the day, yes, it's an award show. Obviously, you're gonna want to win, but even the people around you that you're sticking up for aren't going to the lengths or even having good reactions to the things that you've been doing. You can say it's PR training, but overall, I think a normal person would just see what India Love did and not want that to happen, especially if she's trying to do it representing you. We can see what the normal consensus would be from a streamer like Lacey.
It's still a very fun event. Shout out Cutie for hosting the event. India Love for ruining the event. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know?
Yeah.
So your first initial thought is to run up on a stage, make a scene, and discredit other people? Rakai had a huge year and he deserved to be up there and deserved to win. There's just no need for that. It was just trashy, bro. It was just trashy. It was trashy. It was like just attention-seeking trashy. It's just weird.
Well, I feel like the entire India Love situation was very weird and people are going to look at her as an oddball going forward. I feel like this is something that the Streamer Awards or anybody who was helping with it could not predict. They could predict that India Love was going to run up on stage and do what she did. And they went to great lengths after she did it to stop it from happening again by kicking her out of the award show. But they definitely could predict where the jokes that were going to be made because they had to be run over by somebody, or somebody had to approve these things that were going to be said. Let me just tell you, most of these jokes during the Streamer Awards were interesting at best.
All right, so we talk about jokes. I'm gonna say it this way, right? Some people take jokes very well. Some people don't. Some people deliver jokes very well, and some people don't. So it all depends on what's going on in the scenario. Sometimes some people do what they call public humiliation. Hopefully this wasn't it for the scenario where that's about to happen. But for me, I feel personally that things could be avoided.
And some of the most awkward inducing weird moments I've ever seen. And a specific one that's getting a lot of traction is the jokes that they made about Kai Cenat.
Achievements. We've got another record breaker here tonight too. Kai Cenat. This year, as everyone knows, you broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh.
And what's crazy, dog, what's crazy is like, you seen when she went over there to him, he looked like he didn't want to have no parts of it. He was just there, right? But you bringing attention his way, he probably didn't even want that. I'm just going off of body language and looks from whenever she walked over to him. He waved, kept it pimping, you know what I mean? Waved at her and acknowledged her, but he didn't say nothing the whole time. He
and
didn't have
also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Boom. And it sucks because like it got quiet because it wasn't even funny. Like you had a couple chuckles because some people probably got a decent sense of humor, but you don't got to try to humiliate this man.
Now, obviously, this is an award show, not just any award show, but an award show with content creators
For
who
me,
make
I'd be like,
jokes
man,
on stream
I would
all
look
the
at it
time.
and be like,
Some
okay,
can
cool,
tend to
that's
go a little
goofy.
bit too far and end up
Like-
even being funny to the point.
Like, damn, dog, you can't be that goofy, bro. Like, you just don't know how many people rock with him. You know what I mean? Rock with Kai for him being him, and you doing that will probably get you roasted. It'll get you roasted because the New York boys don't play about Kai. Them kids, not even just them kids, don't play about Kai.
of being recognized as all-time memes or places on the internet. This joke right here is not only none of that, but also not even that funny of a joke to begin with. These several ones that she made before even comparing Kai to Diddy Combs was saying that his streamer university was the least educational university in the world, and basically calling his Mafia-thon a trip to get one of the most expensive haircuts possible, which those two I guess you can put aside because they're not really that crazy, but comparing Kai to Diddy is something that a lot of people have already had issues with and find very weird.
And even with Mafia-thon, right? I seen a couple of clips from Mafia-thon, and it was cool. Like, from what I've seen, it was just, they were just having fun. You were bringing celebrity guests on there, and they were just talking, chatting, having fun. I might have to go through and just bite the bullet and see what was really up, right? Yeah, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. He had a lot of big names on there, and they all looked like they enjoyed themselves being there.
Probably even Kai himself, because while he was just trying to have fun and streaming, being compared to someone like Diddy Combs, who was in jail, locked up for a plethora of bad things, is probably not something you want on yourself. And obviously not just me having a problem with this, but other people online, and even someone who was actually at the Streamer Wars, that being Ty Lil, wanted to speak out and say something about the weird joke that fan made.
If you all gonna be on the mic and I turn this mic and I turn it on, turn it on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good night.
Now we're in the same situation as we had with India Love, a little bit different, basically the same.
Like I said, them boys don't play about Kai. Like, granted, you know what I mean? I know that's his posse, but they don't play about him. And what you get yourself into, you get yourself in a very big streaming, I guess streaming or YouTube, like animosity. Like they gonna talk that trash, and then what happens is you got a lot of people on that watches Kai, right? As you can tell by him being one of the biggest streamers, they can go to your channel and do what they do. You know what I mean? Like a lot of negative things, right? They talk, troll, you name it, they can do it, you know? So be careful.
Same premise though, where Ty Lil is out here calling out fan, but in doing so is disrupting the entire event, causing it to go to a complete halt in order to tell her that the joke that she made wasn't funny, and even some of the previous ones, which I didn't show, were on the same level as that. Well, again, this isn't the same exact situation as India Love, where she's coming up and discrediting someone who actually won an award. I feel like it's still pretty odd to do this in the middle of the event, because at the end of the day, these are all content creators, these are all streamers, these are all people that work on the internet. They know that these clips are going out and they will have a chance to react to it and say their opinions after the event is over. You don't need to do it during it. Even Kai showed his displeasure without actually sitting here and interrupting the event. No, I feel like he is justified calling out the weird joke that fan made. Doing it in this fashion doesn't help anybody. It just makes everything a lot worse.
But I'm not on their side though, so I don't even know about fan.
And unfortunately allows for other streamers to call out the stuff that Ty Lil did as a whole to make it seem like the jokes that were being said weren't that serious. That this is an entire content creator event and people are being way too sensitive about what's being said. At least that's what this current streamer had to say about what happened.
Stupid. These people are stupid. These people are stupid. They can't take jokes, man. They're streamers, okay? These guys are streamers. Get out of the streaming space if you can't handle it. Oh my god. Chat, roast us every day, and these young kids can't take a goddamn joke. That is the streamers should be the biggest people. I mean, we should be able to take the jokes the most because we deal with it every day.
I feel that, right? But some people are, I'm gonna say some people are sensitive. Some people, the people are people. Like, some people don't have sense of humor. Some people will just be like, damn, bro, you just clowning on my boy like that, or you clowning on my girl like that, like you clowning on my homie. Like, I've been in scenarios like that, and sometimes, like I say, they don't end well, man. And it also depends on where they were brought up, right? I don't know too much about the Ty Lil, I think that's his name. I don't know too much about him, but at the same time, what you gotta understand is if a majority of these boys from New York, they don't get down probably the same way you get down. Like, I don't know where this cat from. I don't even know this dude, right? But y'all might be from different areas, and people get done different. And I hate to keep bringing it up, but these young boys don't really care. They really don't. And for you to try to soften the blow, which is cool, soften the blow, that's cool. But award shows shouldn't just be you like clowning on people. Like, can you speak on accolades? Can you speak on? Obviously, I didn't watch it. I have other things and other obligations. But for me, let people can get upset. It's cool. People can get upset. That's all right.
You can't take a joke. Get the out of here.
But at the same time, my bad, because things keep coming to me, right? At the same time, let's say they do make a joke. Let's say you and your little friend circle, make a joke about somebody that has a mental disability, and then somebody sticks up for him. What are you gonna say then? Oh, this slow. Oh, he okay, where I'm from, retarded has two different things, and I don't want to say it that way, but this motherfucker retarded. And then now what, right? Now you gonna put yourself in a scenario where you didn't find that funny. You be like, nah, fam. But what if everybody else around you found it funny? So now you gotta. I like to play devil's advocate, but like now you gotta think about something. You gotta think about it a little differently, right? So yeah, man, keep that in mind whenever you in certain shoes or certain scenarios when you want to cyberbully. Because what if somebody did this to your people? Would you stick up for your people, or would you let it go? Hey, nah, it's just a joke. So keep that in mind.
You loser. You loser. If you're gonna be crying because I called you a loser for that, get out of my face.
That's because they are comparing him to someone like Diddy Combs. I don't think people understand how crazy his rap sheet is of the terrible things that he has done. If you're comparing him to another streamer or even another big name celebrity like Kevin Hart, I doubt he would care. But you're comparing him to someone who has been committed of doing all types of heinous things. Yes, I would also be upset. Even if people on the internet are doing the same thing, who's to say he is happy about that? And Kai hasn't streamed since that situation has happened, so we don't even know if he would ban people from his chat or even allow his own community to say these things about him. It's obvious by watching the clip that it was an awkward moment. These streamers are okay with people joking all the time because it's their main job in the way that they entertain people. But you can decide which jokes go too far and which jokes you don't like, by how you interact with them and how you go about doing certain things. And there were even other jokes.
He was smart by not replying.
Jokes that were being made that people felt were very questionable, directed at Hassan along with FaZe Clan.
We're right there with Rage. Rage, I had a quick question. What's your favorite color on the pride flag?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
Rakai, question. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer, it's a test, Rakai! Have you learned nothing? Don't answer it! Take his mic. What? He's learned his lesson. He's not allowed to answer that.
All right, let's keep going this way. The table! Woo!
Wow. See, that's crazy. The homophobe. See, like, this is not a roast. Like, you're supposed to provide entertainment, but for you to open your mouth and say the homophobic table, you're asking.
Or was it misogynistic? I don't remember. Jason, Sakura, the internet's favorite couple. Hi. And their short gay son, Ron.
Now again, as I said, most of these jokes
could say short son. You know what I mean?
Jokes are interesting and leaning toward the stage of awkward, the millisecond that everybody goes silent and realizes that none of this stuff is actually that funny, which is pretty interesting because they're in a room full of content creators whose entire job is entertaining people on the internet on a consistent basis. But at the end of the day, I can understand most of these things are supposed to be jokes. And a lot of these people that are put in these situations, if they didn't want to be, are just going to probably react like Rage or say nothing like Rakai, or just have a face like Kai himself and try their best to just laugh it off and keep this whole thing going. But I assume a bunch of people in the crowd or even online were talking about how annoying and how bad the jokes were getting, to the point where Cutie herself had to address them.
All right, it feels like we're getting loose, we're warming up, we're having a good time, and I just want to remind you guys that everything we say tonight is a joke, okay? Especially after some of you talk to Fan. I know that people are gonna take moments from tonight and clip them out of context and make it look like there's drama, and that always happens. But
All right, look here. I'm not one to say there's drama or not, but at the same time, you're trying to cover up the fact that it was already said and done, right? So the part that kind of gets me is the fact that you can jab at these people, you can attack these people by words and saying, but whenever you don't get the reaction you get, oh no, just remember, this is just a war, this is jokes. Yeah, I feel you, they're jokes, but you're not making any jokes that, let's say, move the crowd. Basically, as a comedian, they'll say, you bombed, right? You guys are really bombing. You probably had one joke in there that was pretty decent, but from the most part, everything that was said that I've heard, you couldn't get a chuckle. I'm probably like, damn, that's fucked up. Excuse my mouth, but damn, that's fucked up. Like, come on, man. You gotta be better than
I
that.
would never set you guys up for something like that.
Understandably, she had to address it because it was not like it's just me and Ty Lil that were getting upset. And I want y'all to know, I'm not clipping these jokes out of context. I promise you there was no real context I could add to any of those jokes. They just randomly were walking around saying these things to people as they saw them going by. And I don't want to make it seem like there's actual hate, but there definitely was a disdain for this year's jokes and the things that were being said by Fan along with Cutie, because it just was not hitting at all. And even people watching from home, like me, like you, if you were watching the Streamer Wars, had an issue with it. And along with people like Jinxie, who were calling out how apparently last year's whole segment with Sketch was way better than what we have going on with Fan and Cutie right now.
Oh my god, next!
Anyway,
next,
speaking
next,
of Streamer
next,
Universe.
Hold on, let me see. Let me move. I don't want to be in my boy away, man. He breaking down, man. Hold on. Here you go. Go ahead.
We do have alumni here tonight.
This is getting bad!
And Tota, wait, where is Tota?
I'm gonna be honest, shout out to her. She seems awesome. Sketch did way better last year, bro. And he was in and out of it. He was really Sketch did way better.
Oh, we're gonna speak on.
But shout out to her though.
Great, how are you? I'm a little drunk right now.
I actually, I told Marcus a joke that I was gonna do with Ray and he said he was gonna steal it.
I really want to show that so y'all can understand how bad these jokes really hitting. It's not just me hating, it's not just Ty Lil hating, it's not just the internet hating. People all across the world are genuinely surprised of how bad this performance was when it came to these jokes. Again, being outright weird and awkward at times to, at bare minimum, pretty interesting, and at the very lowest bar of what you could actually even call what a joke is. Outside of that though, along with the whole India situation, the Streamer Awards actually wasn't that bad, and the nominees that won definitely deserved it because of how much hard work they have been putting in throughout this entire year. And Cutie Cinderella, surprisingly, with all the technical difficulties and even some of the stuff I just showed y'all here that went down, it was actually still a pretty good award show, and I'm happy that it turned out as well as it possibly could. I don't want to make this video to hate on the Streamer Awards or to hate on Cutie Cinderella, but obviously I'm gonna talk about the drama that happens, and that will come with a bit of hate for certain things that happen at the award show. But overall, it was actually a pretty nice event, and if you missed out on it, definitely go look up the clip so you can see some more interesting moments from.
All right, man. Look, I might dig deeper into it. I might not. To be honest, I appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Man, look, I'll let y'all watch the Streamer Awards, and y'all can form your own judgment about it. But for me, it ain't that serious. For me, it ain't that deep. Hey, man, you just showing your true colors whenever you playing this game of telling these jokes. Cause like I said, I tell jokes all the time, man. For me, like, some jokes contain truths, and to be honest, I really don't. For me, I'll laugh at the joke, be like, damn, you crazy. And knowing I'm a flamer ass right back later on, like, you can't say nothing because you already dug your jab at me, right? So with that being said, man, hey, holla at your boy. If you got a joke, hey, put it in the comments. I might just flame you back, you know what I mean? So see you later, dog. Peace.